It is the traditional Dragon Boat Festival here in China. So today we came out to my girlfriend's grandparents' house. This is in a village in between Yangzhou and Taizhou in Jiangsu Province. And we're gonna have lunch here and probably drink some baijiu and some beer, hopefully. And yeah, enjoy the festival. Every time we come here, I just think it's so interesting because it's so much different here than in the city. Like, I live in Nanjing and it's a totally different life here. I mean, there's not many people, it's quiet, people have really big houses. Like, her grandparents' house is a bunch of bedrooms, it's huge. I think it's got 5 bedrooms or something. And yeah, they have this little courtyard area in the middle of their house, and it's just really nice. I mean, it's old and the quality is not very good, but they just have a lot of space, and they have like a garden, they grow tons of food, they have, you know, chickens, and you know, it's very interesting to come here and see the difference between, you know, there's like different like wildlife flying around here. It's just much different. It's nice to have like a garden, and like everyone here, every family here has their own garden. You know, they've probably been living this way for like their whole life. You know, things here really haven't changed that much. Her grandparents don't have a car. They have a scooter, but it's just really, really an interesting place. I wanted to bring my drone, but I thought it was going to be raining today, so I didn't bring it. But it's just a really interesting place. It's nice to slow down, you know, come here and just slow down, because in the city life, it's much different. At the Dragon Boat Festival, Chinese people eat zongzi. It's like a triangular shaped thing of rice, and in the middle they put different stuff, vegetables, meat, all different types of fillings, and yeah, they're actually really good. I really like them, and it's like really sticky. So when you take it out of these banana leaves or whatever it is, there's some of that. It's very, very, very sticky. So it's not really on the road food. I mean, I have done that, but it's really sticky. It's better to like open it up and like drop it in a bowl and eat with chopsticks, because it's just super sticky. It's very delicious though. It's great for like breakfast, so I really like it. But yeah, Dragon Boat Festival, this is the traditional food, so very delicious. It's so interesting when we cook here, because like pretty much all the food, like a lot of the vegetables and stuff, they're growing in their garden, you know, so it's all really fresh. We picked up little lobsters and stuff to bring for them to cook, but like if we eat chicken and stuff, it's all been like raised here on their, you know, in their little farm. So it's really, really interesting, different type of life out here. I think, you know, if you're a foreigner and you come to China and you just live in a really big city, like it's already very developed, you forget how quickly China developed. You know, like I talk to older people here that are like in their 50s, 60s, and like, you know, when they were young, they didn't have a car, you know. It's a very, very different life. And I think when we come out here to the countryside, we can get a better glimpse of what stuff was like here not that long ago. You know, so I just think it's important for foreigners who come to China to remember, you know, what life was like here not that long ago, and how that's influenced the way people here think. You know, it's an important thing to understand, because if you just live in like Shanghai or Beijing or another like really big city, you know, it can be frustrating on a day-to-day basis, you know, dealing with the different little things that happen. But you have to understand where people are coming from and try to understand the history, you know, to get a better perspective, you know. Not everything is just the way that you understand it. Your understanding is very limited, you know. So the different traditions and the way that they think about family, life, food, health, everything has been influenced by the history, you know. And what their generation, like the generations before, went through was something that even young people in China, like, I don't think they can fully comprehend, you know. We come out here and you get a better sense, you know, what things were like not that long ago. I was just walking, and this lady behind me, really super friendly, she started smiling at me, and she was saying, what am I, like 190 centimeters tall? I told her I'm just 185. I just look taller than I am, but she's very cute, very friendly, you know. And she spoke really, really clear Mandarin, you know. Like, I have trouble communicating with like some of my girlfriend's family members because they don't really speak Mandarin, they speak a dialect, but that old lady, I can understand. I don't know why. Maybe my Yangzhou Hua is improving. You know, people live a harder life out here. They work harder. Like, these guys ride around on those bikes and just like picking up like leftover stuff they think they can recycle. Even in the big cities, you see a lot of that. It's like they just, like, every single day out there looking for stuff. That's a hard life. That is a hard life. Hello. What are you doing? 你们干嘛？
干嘛？
你干嘛？
你在干嘛？
我在录视频，
为什么？
因为你很漂亮。Yeah, thank you. Ooh, thank you.
感觉跟蚊子有。
这么瘦啊？那么瘦啊？走路胖也不算胖。
Puppy, puppy.
好可爱。
是我的，你把它抱着，
我们以为是你的。
你把它抱带回去。
好的。
哎，把它抱着，把它抱，让皮儿抱着。哎，
可以这样，可以收
是我的，把它带着。
两个手。
哎，把它抱着。你觉得哎，慢点，别把它挂在脑头。
不得。
哎。哎，到这推的，哎，把它抱着。
胖是吗？
哎。
胖胖的嘛。
走。
我们把它养到那里。
是谁的？他不知道。
他不知道。哦，有个车来了。咱们先站到这边。
但是长得也丑。
给它剪掉。
这土根臭，
他害怕，
弄人的土根，
他颤抖。
臭得不得了。
We just discovered that little dog. I saw him from far away. I saw something run across the street. And I told the little girl, oh, there's a puppy over there. So went over to check it out, and it was hiding like next to this house. So we like assumed it was the people who live there. It was their dog. So then we asked, and she's like, what? There's a dog here. That's not my dog. So then we brought it back to their house, and then we were thinking, well, maybe it's like the neighbor's dog down the street. So went down there and asked the houses right around there, and they said, no, it's not their dog. And they think they know who the mother, like who the mother's family is of the dog, but they said they probably just dropped it off. They didn't want it. So now we're just kind of playing with him. really small little dog. He's kind of scared, very cute. So her dad loves dogs, so maybe he'll take it home. I don't know, but her mother probably doesn't want it. But the father, if it was just up to him, I'm sure he would take it home. The second I brought it in, he like ran over and grabbed it. He loves little dogs. Ooh.
给他们看。
不管，哪个店名热的？哪一盆的？这个店名热的不要去。哪有店名热的？
给你倒点可乐呗。
好，可以，谢谢。
你这放盐。
跳回来，
好嘞，好嘞，好嘞。
你呢？跳回来。
不要吃。
我操，还不让我。
Just finished drinking baijiu and eating. I have to say I really don't like baijiu very much. It's like some of them have decent flavor, but for the most part it tastes pretty bad. And because like, you know, I'm supposed to like cheers with everyone and people want to cheers with me, it's like you're forced to drink a lot more and a lot faster than you would if you were deciding how fast you wanted to drink it and how much you wanted to drink. So there's nothing I can really do, especially when we were first together. When I would come, like every single time I got very drunk because I didn't know how to refuse them. And I didn't know how to, like if they were like, oh, have more, I was like, yeah, sure. And her mother would tell me like, no, you can say no, you know. But I felt bad because I was like the new guy, you know. I wanted to, you know, show them that I was willing to do whatever, you know, to like fit in, sort of. But now, like, if the grandpa's like, oh, have another cup, and the mom and her mother's like, no, don't, I'll be like, okay, no, you know. Where before I wouldn't refuse, but it's like, it just tastes, the flavor's really bad. So even if I'm not drunk, just sometimes swallowing it can be like an issue, you know. But I'm getting better at just saying no, you know, I don't want it anymore. But it's gross. And like at lunch, normally we won't have any rice. Like there is rice, but like they don't give us rice really. Like I have to go get it. And normally I'll just be like, because no one's eating rice, just the children are eating rice. So it's almost like drinking on an empty stomach. It's not easy. Like today I feel okay. I had only 3 like little cups, so I feel fine. Then I had a beer. After, but I feel good. So everything is good. Just gonna take a short walk and enjoy the afternoon. You know, just walking around here, I realize how much I'm not used to hearing a ton of birds anymore. You know, there's just a lot of birds. Like I see birds in the city, but it's so loud in the city that I don't always hear them. But here you just hear a ton of birds. You know, obviously where I'm from, there's a lot of birds. You know, it's loud outside, but in the city, I don't hear anything. So I'm not used to seeing and hearing so many birds flying around. It's nice to hear that, you know. Pretty much everyone I know, every Chinese person I know is not from whatever city I've been in. You know, when I lived in Tianjin, I think like only a few of them were actually from Tianjin. And in Nanjing, like no one I know really is from Nanjing. So they're all from these type of small little like villages, you know. It's different than in the States where, you know, if you live in the countryside, people have like their own house and then they'll have like a property which surrounds their house. Here it's like there's a bunch of houses together in like these small, like on these small little lanes, and then they're surrounded by larger area fields. It's just different, very different type of style. Like over there, it looks like there's another village, but in between there's like this big area of fields. It's quite different than like where I'm from. So yeah, like you can see down this road here. I'll give you a better view. There's some men over there looking at me, laughing at me, filming. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's really friendly, you know. It's not, you know, in some countries, you know, when you're a foreigner, sometimes they don't really want you there. But here, it's a... 美国. 对。我的女朋友，她的外婆、外公，他们就在那边，这边。对。你中国话说得很好。还好吧，还好。好。中国几年了？大概8年了。8年了。对。厉害。好，好，再见。拜拜。Yeah, like you can see with these guys, like they're just very, very friendly, you know. It's not like why are you here in like a negative way. It's like a serious like curiosity, like, oh, what are you doing here? Like why are you in like such a small little village, or what are you doing in China? You know, I'll tell you, like guys like them in a place like this, they maybe have never seen a foreigner out here. Some of them like have never seen a foreigner at all, you know. So it's like it's not a normal thing to see someone like me walking around here. They're generally like really shocked to see that, and they're just curious, you know. But yeah, I always feel good to just interact with them, and you know, sometimes I feel like I'm a like cultural ambassador. I try to give people a good feeling about, you know, who I am and where I'm from, and just make them understand that what they see, like in the news, the media, you know, is not the way that it really is. You know, we're just all people, and we're all just living our own lives, and we're not here to harm anyone or do anything bad. Just people, you know. So I feel like when I have interactions with just regular people on a day-to-day basis, you know, sometimes I'm the only foreigner they've ever met. A lot of times I'm the only one they've ever met. And I would say 99% of the time, I'm the only one they've ever actually had a conversation with, you know. So I am their view. I am their only window into the West besides what they see in the media. So yeah, I feel good if they like me, and I know that there's hope for the future. You know, it's not gonna all end badly. You know, each individual person, you know, if I'm who they know from the West, they'll think, oh, you know, it's not so bad out there. You know, all that stuff I see in the news, it's not that bad. They're just people, just like us. So, and they always ask me, which one's better, America or China? And I always say, you know, both have their good sides and their bad sides, you know. And they always say, yeah. What are you doing? Tamala? Anyway, I have no idea what the plan is for the rest of the day. Sometimes we stay and have dinner, and sometimes we leave earlier, but I think we'll probably stay and have dinner. But yeah, that's it for this video. Happy Dragon Boat Festival, and yeah, hopefully I'll make another video soon. Bye-bye.